But what's happening is the people aren't paying attention to it. So I try to do these videos each and every week to give them a different and entertaining perspective of what's happening in society. The news isn't going to tell us what the truth is, and the government are doing some heinous freaking things today. And I believe the only way we do it is get the knowledge out to the mass public. There's a reason why they don't find it entertaining or they don't want to hear it. It's a horrible thing that was planted in them at a very young age called apathy. It grew up to be a horrible weed, and it's cancer in each and every one of us. Never to question things and always live in a constant state of mind fog, a life of entertainment and distraction. Is that who the American people are today? A bunch of freaking sissies, men that can't stand up, women that want to try to be men? The racism isn't when all these young African Americans are playing the knockout game and just knocking out people, elderly and white or Asian or Hispanic, but not ever their own freaking race. Don't even worry about those type of things, right? It's freaking nuts. But to tell the American people the truth, that you know what, I don't want to be doing this, and I really don't care about it. Honestly, I really don't give a fuck. But that's the way that I thought when I was at an adolescent. I don't care about these things. Today, I know I have to care. At what age do we as an adult start paying attention to the actions of the government and how they're going to have dire consequences to our lives? At what age? The average male in America has the mindset of a 17-year-old. What are they talking about in high school and junior high? Basketball, baseball, football, their MMA fight. That's the mindset of the average American male too. So at what age do we grow up to start paying attention to what the bigger picture is? So I ask, do you think I want to be doing this? I don't care to be doing this, but I know that this is something that we as people should be doing. Start paying attention to the actions of the government and how they're going to have really horrible rationing of natural resources, the energy for the future. Things are never going to get better. This drought in America, hell, over here in California, it's horrible. They're already telling us how many gallons per day that we can use. And they're going to tax us exceedingly high after that. Eventually, I guarantee you, they're just going to cut off the freaking flow. You only get 50 gallons per day, and that's it. Rations. You think, listen, yeah, America's just freaking great right now. Let's not worry about any of this kind of stuff. Let's not worry about the trade deal Obama's trying to push through the freaking Congress covertly. Let's don't worry about those type of things. Those things that we don't have to pay attention to. Who cares? Yeah, you freaking tell your kids that when things are bad. You look at them and say, who cares? What's going on, America? It's your boy charlieinthebox, the patriotic miscreant. I need to ask you guys a question before I even start this video. Do you honestly think that I want to be doing this with my time? That I like this? This is fun? The answer to that question is no. I do not want to be doing this. But me as a man consciously, when I figured out something that most people don't care to understand is how does the United States government get away with spending the amount of money that it does with no accountability? When I understood and I was introduced to the Federal Reserve and I understand our monetary system, and the only reason why it continuously getting as bad as it is because people are paid off or blackmailed, that's the way to have a society and a government. The Constitution of the United States of America was written for good, moral people. And as we as Americans are not a good, moral people anymore, and you think this Constitution is going to endure, who are the people that's supposed to protect the United States Constitution? Can you answer that question? Can you give me the three branches of government? Some people would say it's the Republican, the Democrat, and today maybe the Tea Party. See, the people have to understand you are ultimately going to be governed by God or by tyrants. So our founding fathers thought it was next to important to give the people a constitutional republic. See, the Constitution wasn't written as an instrument of the government to restrain its people, but the Constitution is an instrument of the people to restrain its government. The people have to be introduced to their freaking God again. Nowadays in America, a lot of people don't believe in God anymore. And whenever society turns back on God and the demoralization of society, look in the Bible, they always get destroyed. Sodom and Gomorrah. We as Americans are doing the exact same thing. But what makes us anything different? So America, honestly, do you think that I want to be doing this? I'll tell you guys information that I think is really important that the American people start paying attention to. But it's up to you to do something when you gather that information. Researching is stuff that I tell you guys. And if you do that, I know you're going to share that information with the freaking another individual. Your family members or your coworkers, or people that you come in contact with. And that's how we invoke change. First, getting the knowledge out to the mass public, but then showing them by example what we should be doing. So that's why I try to do the videos. I don't want to be doing this, but I know consciously as a man, I should be standing for something. I should be standing up, and I should be resisting this tyranny. I would say, if dark days may come, let them come in my time, so that my children may live in peace. Can you say the same? This is charlieinthebox, the patriotic miscreant, and I'm out.
Charlie Boss, baby.